being in that room. But I know that through my time playing football or playing different sports, wrestling, growing up, that there was a lot of different coaches that coach different ways. And, there's kind of those like optimistic coaches who want a positive reinforcement as their way. You have coaches that maybe do negative reinforcement or more negative. And either way, I think that us as players need to find a way to flip the switch and use it as a motivator. I'm sorry for keeping hitting your phone. But yeah, I think that's one of the things is having the mental toughness and maybe belief, faith, whatever it is, to try to flip everything into a positive and motivate you to be the best version of yourself. It's very tough. I have many coaches in my past that have maybe been in a bucket that coached me through negativity or positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement. But you just kind of have to frame it in a way that I'm trying to become the best version of myself and find ways to motivate yourself, I feel.
What was your perception of him before he got here, and has that changed at all since you got to know him?
Coach Flo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually was maybe a little more reluctant or on edge when Coach Flo kind of came. I knew Coach Donatello's defense and the way that he was a very, I don't want to say player-friendly, but relationship-driven, that he really wanted the closest defense in terms of relationships. I think Coach Donatello wants to have a relationship with a player that 30 years from now you can call him and ask about how your kids are doing and stuff like that. And so coming from that for a year, which I thought was awesome, and I really appreciated the human element. When Coach Flores came here, I didn't understand if that was going to be replicated or if he'd have those same passions outside of football. But it might have been the first 3 or 4 weeks here. Coach Flo invited the entire defense over to his home to meet his wife, to meet his family, to meet his kids, shoot hoops, play foosball, play Call of Duty or whatever guys are doing with his family in his home, breaking bread and getting up in front of the team, sharing stories about who we are and adversity that we've had to overcome in our life, and really brought us together. So Coach Flores' statement that we always joke around with is you can't have unique results without unique relationships, and he's done a really great job of developing those unique relationships where you have a Stanford kid from Nebraska sitting on the bus next to an inner city kid from Louisiana. We're buddies because of the defense that Coach Flores has and the unique relationships that he builds between us.
Harrison, when you guys first saw that, have you talked to him about it at all before you guys went up to the podium today?
No. Actually, Metellus was just kind of joking, like, hey, let's go put some loving around Coach Flo. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not even super educated on what exactly inspired. I just know that his name had surfaced with some negativity, and my experience has been extremely positive, and I wanted to show my support of my love for Brian Flores.
Aware of it post walkthrough, but Harrison Phillips and Josh Metellus stood with Brian Flores before he spoke at the podium. What does that mean to see your defensive teammates show some solidarity after what went down yesterday with Tua?
Yeah, obviously, we got Flo's back, and we trust what he's building here with this defense, and the type of standard that he builds, and we're all just trying to live up to his expectations and standards he has for our defense and what we're capable of.
I mean, I don't even know how aware of the comments that were made yesterday by Tua, but just as somebody who's played for Brian Flores before coming here, what was kind of your reaction, maybe what you saw or read?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Flo has a lot of respect for me, and I got a lot of respect for him and kind of who he is as a defensive coach and what he brings to the table. And he's the reason I'm the player I am today, and I give him credit for that. Obviously we've always had top defenses, and I'm just going to kind of leave Tua's comments to himself. But for me, I wouldn't be here without him at this point in my career.
You mentioned that, and I think he was one of the primary reasons you signed here in the offseason. Just what does it mean now to be a part of this defense that's led by Flo?
Yeah, obviously, I'm versatile, and that's kind of what he's looking for in a defensive player. And we got a lot of guys on this defense that can play many different roles, which puts a lot of stress on quarterbacks and offensive coordinators. So this is a scheme fit for me, and I think I can excel in it and, try to be one of the most dominant defenses in the league.
Was there talk at all last night amongst the defensive players about maybe trying to, take a united front or stand in support of Flo, or does that kind of stuff just happen organically?
It happens organically. We're here just, with a common goal and common purpose, and that's to be the best defense and help this team win and get the ball back to the offense. And, we have a certain bond and love and trust for each other, and we're just continuing to build that chemistry.
You have one preseason game left. Feels like camp is starting to come to a close. You're a few weeks out from week one. Just what's the general feeling before that first game?
Yeah, I'm fired up to see some of these young guys get an opportunity. First off, in this preseason game, going up to Philly and just seeing guys fly around, have fun, and do everything in their power to make this team, and to go out there, put good film on tape, and hopefully if they don't make the team here, they make it somewhere else, and just vying for that opportunity. Yeah.
Is that kind of difficult to see some guys that maybe you formed some good bonds with for the last month or so to know that their dream might not become a reality here in about a week?
I try not to think about that. It's more, the positive side, doing everything in your power to become a better player, better football player. And as long as you're showing improvement and getting good film out there, the rest will take care of itself. And I just tell those young guys not to worry about the numbers game or what might happen, because there's teams all around. Injuries are part of this league and always continue to happen. So just stay ready and take advantage of your opportunities.